Y'all, something about February has really just been my like reading month. These are my favorite. I would literally get one in every color if I could. The couple who slays together stays together. Like, there has yet to been any type of slaying going on. Not one single murder has happened. Hey everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today is Monday, which means that it is the start of a brand new reading week and I am going to be mood reading this week. I'm super excited about all the books that I have on my TBR this week. For some strange reason, I feel like I can get to all of them. Maybe, probably not, but we'll see. So I do have my TBR sitting here for the week, and then I do have 6 books on the physical TBR, physical books that I have, and then 1 ebook that I want to get to this week. So the ebook that I want to get to is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. This is my book club book on Fable and I have yet to read it, and it's currently the last week of February, so I'm hoping to get to that this week at some point, more than likely this weekend sometime. But I am super excited to read that book. But as far as the rest of the books that are on my TBR for the week, first up we have Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, and I actually started this book this morning. I've been listening to the audiobook. I'm currently on chapter 9, which is page 71, so I have gotten a nice chunk of this read this morning, and so far I'm really enjoying this. I will say that I got this one and Nora Goes Off Script a little bit confused, because I know that Nora Goes Off Script is the one where he like turns her life into a movie, and for some reason I was thinking that this was the one that got turned into a movie. I don't know, but so that was my mistake. So yeah, turns out that's not what this is about, but this is about this girl named, I forgot her name, Allie, and she is going through a divorce, and she's got 3 kids and a dog, and she's like trying to live life newly divorced, and she organizes things very like Marie Kondo style on Instagram, and so she's been trying to make that take off. And then she ends up going to the dog park where her dog pees on this man, and he ends up asking her out on a date, and they go out. Lo and behold, he ends up being her best friend's little brother. Yeah, so that is what's going on here. I am reading this now. I see myself finishing this today, especially since I have the audiobook, so I will be reading this while I'm at work. I'll be listening to it on audio today. And then I also plan on starting First Time Caller by BK Borison today as well. I am doing this as a buddy read, so I'm super excited to get to this week. I do have Silent Book Club tonight, so I will be taking this with me to read there, and so I'm super excited about that. This is my first time going, so I found one in my area. We actually have 2 in my area, which is amazing because we technically have like sister cities, and so there's like 1 in each city every week, so that's really exciting. So I'll be going to that tonight, so I'm super excited about that. And then also on the TBR for this week, we have the Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. I recently read Hello Stranger by Catherine Center earlier this month and really enjoyed it, so I wanted to pick up something else by this author, so I'm super excited to hopefully get to this week. Next, we've got my reread of Mile High. I've been craving a reread of this, so yeah, this is on the TBR for the week. I don't know if I'll actually end up getting to this, but for some reason I've been really craving a reread of this book. This is one of my favorite books of all time, so I cannot wait to read this again because I love this book. I love this series, so yeah, this is on the TBR for this week as well. Next, we have Lights Out by Navessa Allen, and this is a dark romance book. This is like a book that I classify as like my weekend book. That's like one that I want to read on the weekend because I don't have like the ebook or anything, so I would need to like physically read it. So this is a weekend book for me, so I'm hoping to read this one sometime this weekend. And then finally, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is the final book on my February TBR that I do need to read before the end of the month, so I am hoping to read this one this week as well. This will be my kind of like at home book in the afternoons when I get home from work book that I'm planning on reading, so I definitely have plans to finish this one this week. This one is like top priority of books that I want to finish this week. So this is my TBR for the week. I feel like it is a pretty heavy TBR. Do I think that I will get to all of these books? I don't know, maybe. I have been reading quite a lot lately, so I don't know. There is still quite a few days left in the month. Let's see how many days are left. There's still 5 days left in this month, so I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so that is my update for this morning. I do have an exam that I will have to take tonight as well. So essentially I am about to leave to head to work right now. I am going to go to work, and then I'm going to go to Silent Book Club, and then I'll come home and take my exam, and that is pretty much my day for today. I do have to take Navy to the groomer on Friday, and then I also need to go get a STAR license on Friday as well, renew my driver's license. So I will be doing that this week as well. But other than that, it's just a normal week, going to work, going to class, doing homework, that kind of thing. So that is the plan for this week, and I'm just going to be taking you guys along with me. So let's get into it. I'm gonna head to work. I do have to go finish packing my lunch. I already made my lunch. I just have to like put it in my lunchbox. So I'm gonna go do that real quick and make my coffee and grab my book for Silent Book Club and get ready to head on out the door. So with that being said, I will update you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I am now in my car about to go into Silent Book Club. It's still about 10-ish or so minutes until it starts, and I'm waiting on my friend that is meeting me here to get here, and we'll go in, and I'm reading First Time Caller while I'm in there, so I'm super excited about that. I'm really excited to start that. But I did have a couple of reading updates to give. So I did actually end up finishing the audiobook for Summer Romance while I was at work today. I decided to give that book 3.75 stars. I feel like it was supposed to have been something else, and that is literally the reason that I'm rating it the way that I am. But I feel like that's my own fault, because I thought it was like a different book, which I'm pretty sure that I told you guys earlier when we were talking about it, that I thought it was a different book than it was. But overall, I thought it was like pretty good, so I decided to give it a 3.75. I just feel like there was a few things missing, which is why I couldn't like push it over the edge to give it that 4-star rating. And so yeah, that's my thought on that. And then I did actually end up starting the Rom-Commers by Catherine Center today as well, and I'm around the 50% mark. I was listening to the audiobook of that while I was at work today, and I will probably end up finishing that tomorrow. But yeah, so that is like really my update for today, I guess. And I'll definitely update you guys again like later tonight, maybe once I have to go pick Navy up from my dad's house, because he came to watch Navy while I'm here at Silent Book Club tonight, and then I have to go home and take an exam, so I'll probably end up talking to you guys after I take that exam and stuff. So but that's my update for now. I'm gonna go ahead and call my friend and see where she's at and see if I can meet her inside, and that's my update for now, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello, happy Tuesday. So I do have some reading updates for you guys. So I ended up finishing the Rom-Commers by Catherine Center this morning while I was at work. I was listening to the audiobook. Finished this. I enjoyed it. I decided to give this book 4 stars. I did not like this book as much as I liked Hello Stranger, but I still really enjoyed this book and definitely have plans to pick more up from Catherine Center in the future, and I definitely want to read The Bodyguard as well. So I definitely have plans to pick up more from this author. I really enjoyed it. Gave it 4 stars. This is about Emma and Charlie. They're screenwriters. They're writing this like movie together, and it was just honestly so cute. And if you're looking for a romance that doesn't have any spice or anything like that in them, then I feel like this is a great recommendation for you. But that also being said, I didn't give the update last night, I don't think, on my progress in First Time Caller, but I did start this last night at Silent Book Club. I did not take any footage while I was there because I was like actually so scared. So I did not take any footage while I was there, but I did end up starting First Time Caller, and I made it to page 100. So I think I'm probably going to be picking this up this evening. But while I was at work, I did actually end up starting Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. Since this is on Kindle Unlimited, I started my reread of this, and I'm literally loving it. I love this this book so much. And yeah, this is like literally one of my favorite books of all time, and I love this book. I've been seeing a lot of Mile High hate lately, and so I just needed to reread it because I just love this book. I don't understand the hate that Xander's gets. I love this book. So I made it to chapter 15, which is page 111 in this today. So I will probably not be picking this up again tonight. I think chapter 15 is where I'm going to stop for the evening, and I think for the rest of the night I will be picking up First Time Caller and reading some more of this. My buddies are a little bit further in this than I am, so I would like to catch up a little bit. I don't know if I will end up finishing this tonight or not, but I do have plans to literally just read for the rest of the evening. It is so nice outside, so I'm thinking that I might go sit on the back patio outside with Navy for a little bit, do some reading, and just kind of hang out. I don't have any homework that is due tonight, so I'm basically just like here to read. So I think I'm going to head outside, read for a little while. I think I'll pick up First Time Caller and then come back in when it's like time to start dinner and stuff and it starts getting dark, because it is currently 5 o'clock. So I'll probably be able to sit out there for around an hour or so. So yeah, I think that is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna read First Time Caller, and I'll probably update you guys again a little bit later this evening. And yeah, so that being said, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. So Navy and I are sitting outside. I've been reading First Time Caller. I've read about 30 or 31 pages, give or take, in it, and it is now currently 5:36, but I think I'm about to go inside because it's low-key getting kind of chilly because the sun is starting to set, so it's making me like chilly. And I did put on shorts before I came out here because I was in jeans, obviously, because I was at work earlier, and so I just put on some shorts to come out here because I was like, oh, 70 degrees, and now I'm like 60 degrees when the sun is starting to set. Is obviously a little chilly, so I'm about to go inside, and I think I'm gonna start on dinner and figure out what I want to do for that. So that's my update. I'm gonna keep reading First Time Caller. I think that I could probably finish it tonight if I like sit down and like actually read it for the next like couple of hours, because it's reading really fast, so I'm really enjoying it so far. So yeah, I'm definitely interested to see where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna go inside and get started on dinner, and I'll update you guys again a little bit later. Hello, happy Wednesday. So I am currently working from home, and I will be working from home until I have to leave to go to class later. But I think I'm about to put in an audiobook, and so I think I was trying to decide which audiobook that I want to get, because I do have the audiobook for Mile High, and then I did get the audiobook for First Time Caller. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to pick this one up or if I wanted to continue listening to Mile High. I want to finish one of these books today. I do also have some homework that I'll need to work on before I leave for class. Also, sorry, that's the vacuum. That was the vacuum. So sorry if you could hear like my little robo back. But yeah, I was trying to decide which book that I wanted to pick up on audio. I feel like I'm leaning kind of more towards First Time Caller. I am having a little bit of a hard time with this one. Like, I'm enjoying it, but I feel like this is like, it's long. Like, I feel like it's feeling very long and like kind of drawn out a little bit. I don't know if maybe because I didn't read it in one sitting, but I feel like when I pick it up, I find myself reading some of the chapters and being like, oh, I feel like this is dragging. I feel like the story is dragging. Like, we're already I'm already over 200 pages into this book, and like, I don't know, I feel like this book is a 400-page book that probably should have been like maybe 300, and so I'm feeling like 200 pages in, we should be a little bit further along in the story than we are. But that's not to say that I'm not enjoying it. I just feel like it's moving at a little bit of a slower pace than what I would have liked or am used to when I'm reading like romances, or what I personally like in my romance books. I don't know, but this is the second BK Borson book that I've read, but the first one that I read, it was Love Like Farms, and I listened to that one on audio, so I don't really remember. And I like remember listening to it Christmas time a few years back, and I don't remember it feeling like it like dragged on or anything like that. And I don't know if it's because I'm like starting and stopping, but I don't know, just some of the scenes are starting to feel like kind of dragged out, and I don't know. And maybe it's giving slow burn, because like I feel like it is giving slow burn a little bit, but it's not giving like the kind of like tension and angst and like slow burn that you would get like from a Mariana Zapata book. And it also feels like insta-lovey kind of. Like I feel like Aiden is already just so like down bad for Lucy, and like Lucy just doesn't know, like she hasn't figured out if she likes Aiden or not. And I feel like Aiden was like pretty much like the moment he saw her was like obsessed with her. And so I don't know. I'm gonna finish it. Obviously I'm hoping that I can probably finish it today. And yeah, so I don't know, those are my thoughts on First Time Caller so far. I'm like at the 50% mark. I feel like I'm a little bit over 50%. And then of course Mile High, I am doing my reread of that and absolutely loving it, of course. Like I gave it 4.5 stars, but I feel like in my brain, like I've thought this whole time that I gave it a 5-star. Like it, like when I think about Mile High, like it doesn't feel like a 4.5 star, like it feels like a 5-star book for me. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know obviously once I finish it if I decide to like update my rating and actually give it a 5 stars. But I don't know, I've been seeing the Mile High hate lately, and I can't get behind it. I can't get behind it. Like Ryan Shea, yes, he's a stunning beautiful man, like we love Ryan Shea, but like I feel like Evan Sanders gets slept on. Like, and I feel like a lot, not to say that like the people who don't like this book have never had an experience like Stevie, or like had to deal with like the relationships that Stevie's had to deal with, or had to deal with like people in real life having the type of attitude that Evan has. But I feel like it's so realistic. Like I feel like all of Stevie's like struggles about like her body, her image, like the friends that she has, and like trying to like cultivate these relationships and find these like real friendships, and like people who like don't want to use her, and then her growing up in the South, and like there being so much like stigma around like what she looks like and her body. And as someone who lives in the South, I relate to Stevie so much. Like I feel like everything that Stevie has been talking about in her like point of view, like I'm like literally, yeah, like yes, like literally, yeah, I relate to Stevie. And I'm just like, I feel like that's why I love the book so much, is I feel like the way that Liz Tomford wrote these characters is just so realistic. And like yeah, I don't know, I love Mile High. I don't like understand why people don't, but then again, like I do at the same time, because like if you can't relate to a character that you're reading about, of course you're probably not gonna like the story as much, because you don't really understand what it is that they're going through, or you don't really like understand their motives and why they do things and why they think things and why they feel things. And so like that is completely valid, of course. And so I feel like when I'm reading from Stevie's point of view, like I just resonate with her so much. And yeah, I don't know, being like a mixed girl growing up in the South, like it's just like it hits. And so yeah, I don't know, if you hate Mile High, like that's fine. Like I mean, I don't get it, but like that's completely fine. Like obviously everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I just cannot talk about how much I love it enough. So maybe it gives you a reason to pick it up if you haven't. And even if you pick it up and you hate it, like there's still more books in the series, and like all of the men in the series are just like so good. Especially Isaiah, play along, stop, literally love that book down bad. So I will say, if Evan Sanders is not the man for you, there is probably another man in this series that would be. So pick it up if you haven't. I don't know. But that's it for now. That's gonna be my update, and I haven't decided which audiobook I'm gonna start. And that was the whole point of this update, and I just like went on a rant about how much I love Mile High. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm picking something up. I haven't decided what yet, but I'll let you guys know later. I'm hoping to finish something today before I go to class, and then also something tonight when I get back from class. I don't know. I feel like this week has been so good already with me reading. Like I've already finished 2 books. It's the 3rd day of the week. Y'all, something about February has really just been my like reading month. Like I have been reading like non-stop. Like my reading this month has literally been like crazy. This is like the best reading month I've ever had, and like I've had some pretty good reading months, but there's just like something about this one, I don't know. But that's not it for now. I'm gonna stop yapping. I've been yapping for almost 10 minutes, so I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna go let Navy inside and get some breakfast and figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm like halfway done with my coffee, so I'm gonna figure out breakfast and those kind of things. And yeah, so with that being said, I will update you guys again a little bit later today sometime, I don't know. Hello. Okay, so I'm now home from class, and today was the day of packages because literally I guess all of my orders literally came in today. So this is an Amazon order. This is for Navy. It says probiotic, so I did know that was coming. Got some more of his probiotics. So those came, which is good because one needed to re-up because he did just run out. He ate his last one last night. And also since I'm going on a trip at the end of March, I need to make sure that I had enough to send with him for his food when he goes to stay with my dad while I'm like out of the country and stuff. So there's that. Next is my American Eagle order, which I'm trying to get into this package, and it's literally like this sweatshirt that I've been seeing more from like Abercrombie than American Eagle, but Abercrombie is a little bit more expensive than American Eagle, and like, no offense, but I was not about to pay $80 for the same sweatshirt when it was like $35 at American Eagle. Plus it was on sale, but it's just this blue hoodie, like plain, there's nothing on it, like literally at all. It doesn't have the drawstrings, which I have been very much into lately. So I picked this sweatshirt up during the sale that they were having a couple weeks ago. So there's that. We'll be putting that in my closet. You'll probably see me wear that later in this video, probably actually. And then also my aardvark box. So I did get my aardvark box in the mail as well. So we're going to open this one. Okay, and I do remember the book that I got. It was like something disaster. Okay, yeah, so here is the bookmark of the month. This one's like fun with this like light green. It says, I joined Aardvark Book Club, and all I got was this lousy bookmark, but I freaking am obsessed with these bookmarks. I love all of my Aardvark bookmarks. Like these are literally my like favorite bookmarks ever. I just think they're so cute when they like stick out at the top of the book. You can see like little ears. Oh, these are my favorite. I would literally get one in every color if I could. And then also of course the February Aardvark challenge is build a love book stack using at least one aardvark book in the following prompts, and then it gives you like the list of prompts. I like to keep these to use as bookmarks too because I feel like they're so like cute, so I do like to keep these as well. And then for the book itself, we've got Flirting with Disaster by Naina Kumar. I think that's how you pronounce that name. I'm not sure, but this is a romance book. Ever since I've joined the Aardvark Book Club like subscription box, I have only gotten their romance pick. So I don't know, but they did have quite a few good ones this month that I was looking at that weren't romance. Like I think they had like a magical realism one that I was looking at, and like a couple of other ones that I was looking at, but had to go with the romance of course, so pick this one up. So that is my update on all of my packages. That's literally all the packages that I had. And then as far as reading updates, so while I was waiting in the car for class to start, I did end up taking First Time Caller with me, and I was able to read a little bit. I'm now on chapter 22, which is page 267. So making my way through this. I know that I said last night that I thought I was going to finish it last night, but I think tonight I'm actually going to finish it tonight. So I am going to try and finish this tonight as well. And then I did actually end up getting a couple of chapters read in Mile High, and I say like a couple of chapters when in reality it was like 1.5 chapter maybe. But I am now on the ebook. I'm now page 159, which is 26%. So I literally only read 3% of that, but still absolutely enjoying this and absolutely loving it. I need to mark some annotations in it because I didn't annotate it the first time I read it, but there are some things that are like sticking out to me this reread, so I'm like wanting to notate that. But yeah, so that was my update for now. So I'm gonna let Navy in from outside, or maybe not, I don't know. He seems to be having a blast out there because it is warmer now. It's a nice 70 something degrees, so I might just leave him out there a little bit longer. He has like toys and stuff out there, so he's probably playing with that, and then he's probably watching the neighbor kids through the fence play and stuff. So yeah, I think I'll leave him out there for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna get to reading. I think the goal for tonight is to finish First Time Caller, so that's what we're doing. That's the update. I'll talk to you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so I just finished First Time Caller, and I think I'm going to end up rating this book 3.75 stars. So to me, this book felt really dragged out. It felt very long and almost like unnecessarily long. I feel like a lot of the things that happened in this book could have happened with around 100 pages less. Like I feel like this could have been a 300-page book and not a 400-page book. And I also feel like Aiden, like I feel like in this book he was doing a lot of things that were like swoon worthy. Like some of the things that he was thinking like in his inner dialogue were very like swoon worthy, if you will. Like he had some really amazing lines that he would think, and like the way that he would describe Lucy and things like that, like they were very like well written, very beautiful, like very much like man written by a woman. But his actions I feel like just didn't line up, and like he very much was like, I don't know, like he was very indecisive. He couldn't really make up his mind, and he honestly was just kind of like stringing Lucy along. I also will say that Lucy has a daughter, and I feel like even though the daughter was like pretty much the whole catalyst for the reason that this book like started and happened, I feel like she didn't get as much of a role in this book as I was expecting. Like it was very much, you see her at the beginning, you see her like sprinkled in throughout, and then more at the end. But like I don't know, I thought we would just see more about Lucy being a mom and like having a like 12-year-old daughter, and we just didn't really get much of that. So I don't know, I feel like I liked Love Like Farms by this author way more. I definitely am interested in like some of the Easter eggs, and I feel like I would pick up the next book after this one and see, but like I don't know, I just don't think that this one was a favorite for me. But like I will say I do have some tabs in here because like I said, there was some absolutely like stunning like quotes, like the way that Aiden was like thinking about Lucy, and like the way that he was like down bad for her, but then like I don't know, he just wasn't acting like he liked her. I don't know, but I don't know, Lucy had some good quotes herself, but yeah, I don't know. But I'm finished with this now, so 3.75 stars, and I think tonight I'm going to, part of me wants to start The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and the other part of me wants to keep reading Mile High. So I think I might actually keep reading Mile High. I want to say that I'll probably finish Mile High tomorrow, but I think I'm going to pick that up tonight. I'm about to get up and go take a shower and get ready for bed and do like my nightly routine, my closing shift, if you will, and get ready to go to bed. And then I think I will keep on reading in Mile High, because I did download it from Kindle Unlimited because it is still on Kindle Unlimited, but I do need to like move my annotations from my Kindle to the physical book, so I'll probably do that at some point. I'm not going to do that tonight, but so yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab my Kindle when I go put this in my book stack, and then get ready to wind down for the night. And yeah, so that is going to be my update for tonight. If I make some progress in Mile High, then I will let you guys know tomorrow, but for now that's all, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Hello, happy Thursday. So I'm now home from work, and I wanted to give a reading update on Mile High. So I did end up reading a little bit of this while I was at work today, but not a whole lot because I was super busy today. And so in the very like early morning before my day really got started, I was able to read some of this. And so I made it to 52%, which I was like 40% last night when I went to bed. So around like 12% I was able to read today. So I'm now on 246 in the ebook. I'm not exactly sure where I'm at in the physical book because I don't think the pages are the same number wise, but I am about to keep reading. I'm thinking I want to try and finish Mile High tonight so I can start The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, because tomorrow is the last day of February and I need to make sure that I finish that before the end of the day tomorrow, so that way I will have read all the books on my February TBR and I will not have lied to you in my March TBR video. So because in my March TBR video I said that I read all of the books, but when I filmed it at the time I literally had not, and I had just the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo left to read, so I want to read that before the month is over. So I'm going to finish Mile High. I definitely think that I could finish this tonight. I'm just still absolutely loving this book. I talked about this book in a vlog on my channel like a couple of years ago when I first read it, and I actually recently just rewatched that video because I wanted to know what I had said about this book, and I feel like I did not talk about this book the way that it deserved to be talked about in that video. And I also said that I gave it a 2.5. I was leaning between a 2.5 and a 2.75 because it wasn't really feeling like a 5-star book, and so I'm definitely interested to see if my thoughts are going to change on that between now and then, especially since I've had time to like marinate on this book and this story, because I love this book so much, and I just love Stevie so much. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just definitely interested to see how my thoughts either changed or stay the same or anything like that. But I definitely am highlighting a lot more in this read than I did the first one, because I did not annotate this book at all during my first read, but I have been highlighting like crazy on my Kindle. So I'm excited to transfer those annotations into this once I finish reading. But yeah, so that is my update for now. I am not gonna figure out dinner just yet. It is like almost 6 o'clock. It's like 5:48, so not quite, I mean it is dinner time, but I don't have any plans to do anything for dinner right this second because I did end up eating a really late lunch since I was so busy at work today. But it is the last day of my work week, so tomorrow I am off, which is why I'm hoping to get quite a bit of reading done. But I will say that I do have to take Navy to the groomer, and I do have to go get my driver's license renewed, so I will be taking a book with me to the DMV while I'm waiting to get my license and stuff renewed. So I do have plans to read and stuff. So that is my update for now. I'm gonna get comfy, put on an ambient room, and start reading Mile High. And if I finish this tonight and decide to start Evelyn Hugo, I will update you and let you know. But for now, that is going to be my update, and I will talk to you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so I have been sitting here. I just finished Mile High. I absolutely loved it. Of course, it's so good. Like I loved it. So I think my rating will stand at 4.5 stars and still consider it a favorite of all time, even though it's not a 5-star. But it was just so good. It's just so good. I don't know, but I think I will probably end up rereading the whole series this year because why not? Why not? Because I'm like, I really want to go read Ryan and Indy's book again too. I'm just like, just reread the whole series, you know? But so now that I'm done with that, it is currently 9:34 and I'm actually low-key kind of wanting to go to bed. So I think that I might do that. I downloaded Evelyn Hugo on my Kindle, and I did get the audiobook from Libby, so I'm thinking tomorrow I can probably listen to the audiobook while I'm like running my errands and like at the DMV and doing all the things that I have to do tomorrow, all the adult things that I have to do tomorrow. So I probably will listen to the audiobook tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna go to bed because I do have to get up kind of early tomorrow because I have to drop Navy off at the groomer before 9 a.m. and then obviously the earlier I get to the DMV, the earlier I get done. So that's like really my plans for tomorrow. But I think I might actually start Evelyn Hugo tonight while I'm getting ready for bed and stuff, but maybe not. I might watch some YouTube while I'm getting ready for bed. So I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, but that is my update for this evening. That's my final update for this evening. I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow. I am definitely going to be reading The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo tomorrow as well. So that is it. And this is the last day that you'll see Navy looking very like scruffy and he can hardly see, poor guy. So we're gonna get him all fixed up tomorrow. So that is it for now, and I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Hello, happy Friday. So I dropped Navy off at the groomer, and I went to go see about getting my driver's license renewed, and apparently they were not taking any driver's licenses today. So I drove all the way there for no reason. But now I'm back home and I'm going to be doing some reading. So the goal today is to finish The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo before I go pick Navy up from the groomer. Usually he's done around 3 p.m. and it is currently 9:09 a.m. So I definitely think that I can have this finished by 3 p.m. if I like sit down and like read it. So I think I'm going to sit here and read this for the moment. I am so behind when it comes to this book. Like, I feel like everyone and their mother has read this book already, and I have not. But I really enjoy Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing, so I'm definitely interested to see how I'm going to feel about this book. So I'm going to be sitting here today trying to read this. Today is the last day of February, so I wanted to see about getting one more book in before the month is over. And who knows, maybe if I'm in like a super big reading mood today, then I can even possibly get 2 books finished today. I don't know, but I am going to obviously continue this video through the rest of the weekend. But there is another video that I am hoping to possibly start filming for this weekend, just depending, because after I read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, there is one more book that I wanted to read before I start reading the books for that other video. And so I definitely was hoping to start filming for that video on Monday for sure. But if I can go ahead and get started on filming it over this weekend, that would just really be great for me. So those are kind of like the vibes for today. It's going to be a really chill day. I think I'm about to get up and make breakfast really quickly and just sit down and hammer out this book. I'm really excited to read this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I will update you guys a little bit later, probably like 50% of the way, if I have any like thoughts or anything on this book. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be reading today, and I will update you guys again a little bit later once I have some thoughts and things. Okay, so I really just now realized that I told you guys that I was gonna update you when I got halfway through The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I'm over halfway done now. I am on page 253, which is the start of chapter 42, and I'm really enjoying this book. I feel like I'm not liking this book as much as I've liked some of Taylor Jenkins Reid's other books that I've read. Like Daisy Jones and the Six is so good, like one of my favorite books ever, and it's a 5-star. And then Carrie Soto's Back also was so good, 4.5 stars, and Malibu Rising I really enjoyed. But I don't know, I feel like there's just something that I'm not like connecting with in this book. I am enjoying the story. I will say that I do really like the way that Taylor Jenkins Reid tells stories, and so I'm really enjoying that aspect, like the actual story itself I'm really enjoying. But I just feel like there's sort of like a disconnect for me, and I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but I am still really enjoying this. Like I definitely feel like this book is probably gonna be like maybe a 4-star. Like I still am liking it, it's just not giving me like 5-star feels, and it's not giving me the same feelings that Daisy Jones and the Six gave me or Carrie Soto's Back gave me. Like it's just probably just not my favorite, I think. I don't know, but where I'm at right now is I'm on Evelyn's 5th husband. So essentially this book is about this woman. She's a reporter, and for some reason Evelyn Hugo has decided that she wants this one specific woman to write her tell-all book. And we're talking about Evelyn as she was in the 50s, becoming a like star and becoming this like really famous actress. And essentially I would compare her to like Marilyn Monroe, I guess, in that kind of like stardom of her becoming like really, really big and famous, and her being like this super pretty woman, and like she was married 7 times and she had 7 husbands. She had 7 husbands, and so we're following her, telling her story to this journalist who is going to essentially turn her story into this book about all 7 of her marriages and who her... Okay, that was rude. That was rude. That was so rude of the vacuum. Oh my god. Oh my god, my vacuum is so rude. But anyway, so we're following Evelyn's story throughout her and these marriages and finding out who her who the love of her life was. And I don't know, I feel like it didn't hit as hard because like I already knew who the love of her life was. I don't know, maybe because this book was so popular and like has been around for so long, but I don't know. But I'm still really enjoying it and I'm gonna keep reading it. I definitely see myself finishing it probably in the next like hour or so. I don't know, but I low-key kind of want to take a nap. So I have like around 130-ish pages left in this book, so I'm kind of wanting to take a nap. It's currently 12:30, so I might do that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not really hungry, so I don't really want to make lunch right now, and yeah, I'm just feeling like I want to take a nap. So I think I might do that and then continue reading. I think I'm gonna sleep for probably about an hour or so. So I think that is the verdict, and I'll update you guys once I finish The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited to be reading this. So that's my update for right now. I'm gonna go take a nap and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Okay, so it's 3:42 and I just woke up from my nap at like 3:30, and they just called me to let me know that Navy was ready at the groomer, and I did not meet my goal of finishing The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo before Navy was done at the groomer. So I haven't read any more of this. I was exactly where I was when I last updated. I ended up doom scrolling for like an hour after I talked to you guys, and then after that I then fell asleep for like an hour and a half. But now I'm on my way to go get Navy. I gotta go put my shoes on and stuff and brush my teeth real quick, and I'm gonna head out and go grab Navy and pick him up. So that is what's about to happen now. I'm gonna grab a snack too. Okay, that was it for now. I'll talk to you guys again later when we get back. Okay, so it is now 7:25 p.m. and I just finished The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This was the final book on my February TBR that I needed to read for this month, and finished it on the last day of the month. And I don't know what I want to rate this. I'm leaning between like a 3.75 and a 4-star for this book. I feel like I didn't love this book the way that I feel like everyone else loves this book. I feel like out of the Taylor Jenkins Reid books that I've read, I feel like this one is honestly my least favorite. I prefer Daisy Jones and the Six and Carrie Soto is Back and even Malibu Rising over Evelyn Hugo. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't connect with this one the way that everyone else seems to. I still really, really enjoyed this book. So I do think that I will end up giving it a 4-star because I feel like I really enjoyed it. I liked the premise, I liked the story, but I don't know, just something about it just didn't like hit me like I thought it would. So yeah, I think a 4-star is good for this book. I feel like 4 stars is good for this. So I will be rating this book 4 stars. So yeah, I was hoping to just really like this a lot more than I did, but I still enjoyed my time reading it. So there's that. But now that I'm done with that, the next book that I'm thinking about picking up, I'm not sure if I want to pick it up tonight or not, but so I think I'm going to pick up Lights Out by Nevesta Allen. So I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up tonight or not. I feel like maybe I might. We'll see. I might try the first chapter and see how I'm feeling about it, but I just accidentally scratched part of the cover off, so I hate that, but it is what it is. But I feel like I want to start this tonight. I don't know. I do want to finish my episode of 911 Lone Star that I was watching, so I think I might finish my episode of that and then start Lights Out. This is a dark romance book about a girl who like falls in love with like a gamer, like a masked gamer, I think, and he like makes TikToks or something. She's a nurse. There's a masked man that she follows online and fantasizes about him like hunting her down, but I guess he like actually does it. So, and then I don't know if he like starts stalking her. I don't know. It's a dark romance. So I think this will be the one that I pick up next. I feel like this is a little bit out of the realm of what I've been reading lately, so I feel like it'll be good to switch it up a little bit. So we're going to move on to this one next. I'm gonna finish my episode of 911 Lone Star and go put this in my monthly book stack. I don't think I'll finish this tonight. So I think this will have been my final book of February, and then this I guess will be my first book of March, since March is tomorrow. So yeah, that's my update for now. I'm going to watch 911. I'm going to possibly read. Maybe wants to go outside, so I'm gonna let him out. I'm probably gonna get a sweet treat. Well, maybe not a sweet treat. I think I want my Diet Dr. Pepper. So that's where we're at. So I'm gonna update you guys again probably a little bit later tonight, maybe, if I end up making any progress in Lights Out. So that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, happy Saturday. So today's plan, Navy and I are going to ride to the library a little bit later and grab a couple of holds that I have, and that's really our plans. They open at noon, so we'll probably leave here around like 11:30 because it takes about 20 minutes to get to the library that I usually go to, because it is like one of the smaller branches, because I have like 2 branches that are kind of close to me, but one of them is like less in the city and more like in a suburb. So I like to go to that one more because it's less busy. It is a little bit smaller, so it is a little bit more intimate. Like, I feel like I'm helping that one stay open. I don't know, but please use your library if you have one in your town, or multiple. Please just use your libraries. But anyway, so we will be going to the library later to pick up a couple of holds that I have. I do also have some drop-offs, but I'm probably not going to drop them off until next week because I haven't taken my monthly book stack photo just yet, and because one of the books that I need for my book stack is in the pickup that I have today, I am not going to be taking those books back that are currently in the stack until next week. So yeah, that is just, you guys probably don't care about that, but anyways, as far as like my reading update, so last night I did start Lights Out by Nevessa Allen, and I am currently on page 57. So I did have 2 hours of Spotify time left, so I did listen to the first 6 chapters of this on audio last night, and I checked to see if my library had the audiobook available, and they did, so I did download that. So I'm going to be listening to the audiobook of this today and just tandem reading while I follow along. And yeah, so that's the plan. I could probably finish this today, and if I do, then I feel like I'll probably, I don't know if I'll start the books for this other video that I'm filming, or if I'll just start books that are on my February TBR. But I will say that I really want to read Iron and Embers right now. Like, I want to pick that book up so bad, so I'm thinking that I might end up picking that one up after this one. But I do have a few books that I did want to read. I don't know, but it's like I have the whole month, to read. So obviously Navy just wanted to be in this clip too, but there's a video coming with him soon too, so he will get to be on camera as much as he wants here in the next like 2 weeks, because I'm going on vacation at the end of March. I'll be going out of the country, so I am trying to film as much stuff as I can before then, so that way by the time I leave, like, I have content. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, I'm gonna read. I made my coffee, so I was trying to decide if I wanted to film a job of the day today, but I don't know, I'm not really feeling it, so maybe I'll film one a little bit later. But I got my coffee, got my book, and I'm about to start reading. I do need to go to the grocery store to pick up a couple of items. I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow. I'll probably end up going to Publix because I'm not really trying to go to Walmart. But I might have $35 worth of stuff that I need to get, so I don't know. I'm gonna make a cart really quickly and see if it's enough to do a grocery order, and if it's not, then I'll probably just run to Publix tomorrow or something. But yeah, that's my update for this Saturday. Very mundane updates. So that's it for now, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later once I have an update on Lights Out. I will say this book is already very, very unhinged and I'm kind of eating it up. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, because in the first 5 chapters, okay, let me just talk to you guys about it real quick. So in the first 5 chapters, literally, I fear that he has already broken into her house and installed cameras in her bedroom and posted a video on social media of him in her bedroom. And then sent her the second half of that video, which ended up being a little bit too risque for the internet, or should I say social media, too risque for the social media, and sent her the second half of it. Already very unhinged, and we're only 50 pages in, so enjoying it. We'll see how I end up feeling the rest of the way. Also, I didn't realize that our main male character's dad is like a serial killer, so that's interesting too. So I don't know, Lights Out, everybody. That's, yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep reading that, and then I will update you guys again a little bit later with my thoughts and feels and things. And yeah, so talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so we are now back. Navy and I just rode to the library, and then I need to get some gas. So for my library haul, I had 2 books to pick up. So the first one was The Art of Catching Feelings by Alicia Thompson, and I have actually already read this book. I finished it before it could come back from the library, but I did actually end up reading this in a vlog that I just recently did called Reading Sports Romances. So I read this book in that, but essentially this is just going on the book stack over there, and then I'll be taking this back to the library next week with my other book hauls. And then the next book that I got is actually a book that's on my February TBR, and that is, part of me wants to say Ma'am, but I know that's not right. I think it's Mame, I don't know, but this is on my February TBR, so I picked this up from the library, and hope I'm going to enjoy this one. So I will be adding this to my TBR cart over there, and hopefully I enjoy this one. I don't really know what this maybe. They are allowed to be there. The sidewalk is public. They are allowed to be there. There were some people walking by with their dogs. But anyways, Ma'am, Mame, Mamame, not sure how you pronounce this, but I am hoping that I like this. I don't know what this is about. I literally picked it for a literary fiction prompt and literally have no clue what this is about. So this is a book that I'm hoping to read in February. It's shorter than I anticipated. It's like right under 300 pages, or it's like 307 pages. So this is a lot shorter than I was anticipating, and it's by a Black author, so we love that. I did not even know that about this when I put it on the TBR, but love that even more. So that is my quick little library haul. I'm going to add this one to my book stack, take my monthly book stack photo so I can post it on Instagram tomorrow for the books that I read in February. I ended up reading 27 books in February, which was absolutely insane. That's my best reading month I've ever had in my entire life ever. 27 books read. There's only 28 days in February. Like, I don't know what kind of like weird mojo I was on last month in February, but like, yeah, she was on it. But so 27 books in February, and we'll be posting the monthly book stack on my Instagram probably tomorrow. And then once I take this picture, I will be putting all of these books away that are over here, because like my stack is like, and so I will be putting all of those books away. I did have quite a few that are going back to the library. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that are going back to the library, so I currently have 7 whole to check out. I don't even know what the max is that you can check out, but I don't know. Use your library, guys. Make sure that you guys are going to the library, because over the past couple of years I've really tried to make it like my mission to check out books from like physical books from the library more. And even if I don't necessarily like read the physical library copy, I still feel like the art of like checking the books out is still like helping the library, obviously, even if I'm not like actually reading this specific copy. But yeah, people, use your libraries. If you have a library card, make sure that you're going and using your library, because I would hate to see them disappear. So yeah, we're not gonna get too much into that right now, but yeah. So that's it for my update, and I will talk to you guys again probably a little bit later. I read about 30 pages of Lights Out, so I'm gonna go back and read some more, make some lunch, and yeah, and just hang out. So that's my update for now, and I will update you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so it is late. It is 10:36 p.m. I have been reading Lights Out by Nevessa Allen. I'm about to put it down for the night. I am currently on page 213, and this book isn't as dark as I thought. Like, I feel like maybe it'll get a little bit darker, but like so far, like it's not that dark. Like, it's dark obviously because like the whole stalking situation, but like I've definitely read darker. Like, if I'm rating this on a darkness scale of like 1 to 5, I feel like to me right now at this moment, 50% in, it is like a 2, maybe like a 2.5. Like, it's really not giving dark like I thought it was going to. So there's that. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it still. I did not get as much read today as I would have hoped or have liked, because literally after Navy and I went to the library, I came home and I ended up taking a nap and then pretty much doom scrolled. And I've been doom scrolling, like I've been like sucked into this like Bad Baby Alabama Barker like beef that's been going on TikTok and stuff. And so I've been like watching videos about that, and it like literally got me sucked in, and I was like, oh, okay. And then next thing I know, it's 10 o'clock and I'm barely read anything, but I am like enjoying my time reading this. I'm hoping to finish this tomorrow. I also had my grocery order delivered today. This is the first time that I've ever done grocery delivery, and can't say that I'll do it again because literally part of my order was missing. So, and it was like mostly like my dairy products, and I really didn't have very many dairy products. It was like the half and half that I used for my coffee. I had 2 bottles of that was not in there, and then I had some like sliced cheese that was not there, and then there was one other thing. Oh, I had ordered some ham to make like some wraps for my lunch next week, and there was no ham either. So part of my order was missing, and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't think that I will probably do the delivery again. So yeah, I'll probably just either do pickup or just go get my groceries myself and just not worry about the whole delivery situation. But anyways, you guys probably don't care about that. But yeah, so that is my update for Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, the last day of this vlog, and Lights Out will probably be the last book that I read in this video, because once I finish this, I will be starting the books for the next video that I have planned. So I wanted to start those books on Monday, but if I end up starting tomorrow, then that's fine too. But I am thinking that I'm probably about to go to bed right now and start reading tomorrow. So I'm going to put my book down. I'm currently, like I mentioned, on chapter 16, and I'm page 213. So a little bit over the halfway mark, and expecting to finish this tomorrow. I'm hoping that'll get a little bit darker. I just expected it to be a darker, especially considering the front says the couple who slays together stays together. Like, there has yet to been any type of slaying going on. Not one single murder has happened. So I'm like, okay, when's the slaying going to happen? Like, where's the slaying going on? Like, I feel like we have our victim, if you will, but there's been no slaying. So I'm like, is it going to be like a similar to like Butcher and Blackbird type situation where they're like, you know, slaying people together, you know, like, but I don't know. If we're already halfway in, I feel like there will only be one slay, if you will. I don't know, but I'll let you guys know more about my thoughts and feelings on this tomorrow, probably. I definitely want to try and finish this tomorrow when I wake up. I do also have some homework that is due tomorrow night as well that I'll have to do. It's just a quiz and a lab, so that, fingers crossed, won't take me too terribly long to complete tomorrow, but that is it for now. I'm going to bed, and I'll talk to you later. Happy Sunday. So I am updating this video a little bit later than I had planned. So it is currently 11 o'clock and I'm about to go make me some lunch really quickly. But I went to Publix and got the couple of groceries that were forgotten in my delivery order yesterday from Walmart. So I ran and did that really quickly. And then I have been sitting here transferring my annotations from my Kindle version of Mile High to my physical version of Mile High. So I just finished doing that, and now this book has tabs in it because on my first read of this book I did not annotate it, I did not tab anything in it, but this second time around I was just like highlighting so much, so I wanted to transfer those annotations over into my physical copy of the book. So now I can put this back on my shelves since I have already put up my book stack for the month. But I have to go because my camera battery is flashing at me. So I'm gonna charge that. I plan on making some lunch, doing some homework, editing, and reading. So those are my plans until I can get a charged battery for you. So that's it for now, and I'll update you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I wanted to give my final update of this vlog. I just finished Lights Out by Navessa Allen, and I don't know what I'm gonna rate this. I feel like I'm leaning towards a 4-star. I enjoyed this, but it wasn't as dark as I was expecting. Like, there were obviously like some dark elements in this book, but it wasn't as dark as I was thinking that it was going to be based on like what I had heard about it. But I mean, it was still pretty good. Like, I still enjoyed my time reading it, and I think I would recommend this if you're looking for a like intro to dark romance, because I feel like it was dark enough that it's like leaning dark romance, but it wasn't too dark. So yeah, I feel like I would put this in the realm of like Butcher and Blackbird, but not necessarily as dark as that. So kind of more like a dark rom-com, I guess. I don't know. But I enjoyed this, and so this is the final book for this week and this video. So that I don't even know how many books that makes read this week. I think like 6 maybe for the week. I am not sure, but this is the first book for March that I have officially finished, so that's fun. And yeah, so with that being said, that's going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social media linked in the description. And if you made it to it this far in the video, put a computer emoji for our main character Josh in this book. He was a computer hacker, so put a computer emoji for Josh and Lights Out. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.